Grace and peace, Sean here. I'm just making a quick set of videos here just to talk about translations and a few comparisons about things. And we're going to be looking at the Geneva Bible from the 1560s. Now here, this big one here is an original King James Version, the first publishing that had what you call this script here is called the Gothic script or the Ventura script. I just like to call it the calligraphy writing script. So that means throughout this book here, all the words are written in calligraphy. This is the original first translation, and this is a facsimile put out by greatsite.com. Now, just within about 2 years, the King James Version, original version again, was translated in, not translated, but it began putting out versions in what you call Roman font. That's basically in our English letters. So these two scriptures, this one and this one, are the original. This was the exact original, but the words are the same and everything from here to here, the notes, the side notes, and everything except that it's this Roman font here. And we'll move up here. This again is just the same translation. Just wanted to show you again the original. This is the 40th year anniversary. You can get it on Amazon.com. And also we have an African Heritage Study Bible, King James Version. And in this version here, there's a lot of side notes and pictures showing, you know, the true black presence in the Bible, which is all over, as you can see here. But it's just basically the King James Version with few maps that are extra. Now the difference, this is a King James as well, original. I just wanted to use, because this is the one I'm going to be opening. This is the one that, you know, most people have in their house, that's in, you know, Pentecostal churches and Christian use, and we use as well. But the difference between these set of books here is that the Geneva has what you call the Apocrypha in it, and that's a set of books that are in between the Old and New Testaments. And I'll show you here. So you can see that this is the Old Testament up here, and right below it is the books called the Apocrypha, followed by the New Testament, and we'll talk about that after. 1560, mind you. The same thing with the original 1611 version. Thanks for your patience. So again, the names and orders of the books, Old and New Testaments, the book called the Apocrypha, the books, 14 books. In total with the Apocrypha, there's 80 books. 39 in the Old Testament, the First Covenant writings, 14 in the Apocrypha, and 27, I think it is, in the New Testament. So you can see that these have the Apocrypha in it. This does as well. I'm not going to flip pages and bore you, but it's the same thing here. The Apocrypha is in here as well. So the thing is different about the normal King James Version that we use, that most people use today, it doesn't have the Apocrypha. So as you can see here, it's just the New Testament, Old Testament, and the New Testament. And that goes for a lot of the other Bibles that come after that. And the Apocrypha, again, can also be gotten by itself. And here's the set of the books of the Apocrypha. Go to Amazon if you want to get that as well. So that's the difference between, you know, these older versions of the King James and the newer versions. And so just to finish off with the King James, this is a new King James, and it has the same amount of books as just the Old Testament and New Testament, but it's not in Old English. They've modernized it. We'll get to the other ones in a bit. This is just the beginning and an introduction. Peace.